At 2 in the morning, the night after his most humiliating defeat, Muhammad Ali was running down a freeway in Chicago, not jogging, running. In the car behind him, a man named Harold Smith followed with the headlights on, watching Ali punch the air in the darkness. And Ali was talking, screaming really, the same 6 words over and over. Gotta get my title back, gotta get my title back. Then he pulled off the main road, stopped under a single streetlight, and started shadowboxing alone, sweat pouring down his face, February cold, fists moving until he couldn't stand anymore. This wasn't the Ali the world knew, but it might be the only Ali that mattered. 7 hours earlier, Muhammad Ali had lost his heavyweight title to a 24-year-old with 7 professional fights. Leon Spinks was crude, unpolished, a man who'd fought life and death with journeymen just months before, and he'd beaten the most famous athlete on earth over 15 rounds in front of the world. Ali hadn't trained. He'd come in at 230 pounds, the heaviest of his career. He'd given away the early rounds assuming Spinks would tire. Spinks never tired. Ali did. The judges' cards were red. 2 of 3 went to Spinks, and for the first time in his life, Muhammad Ali had lost his title in the ring. Not to Frazier, not to Foreman, to a novice who couldn't carry his water bucket. At the press conference afterward, Ali was gracious. I messed up. I was lousy. But alone, later that night, something cracked. Here's what most people never knew about Muhammad Ali. He was terrified before every single fight. Years later, he admitted it to friends. The bragging, the poems, the predictions, they were armor. Underneath was a man who needed to move constantly before a bout because stillness let the fear in. His friend Skeeter McClure remembered it clearly. Before one early fight, young Cassius had begged the team to go meet girls at a local high school. He'd agitated for days. Finally, they arranged it, and when they arrived, a cafeteria full of beautiful women, Cassius Clay sat frozen, staring at his food tray, unable to speak a single word. The loudest man in any room was, in private, crippled by nerves. But here's what made him different. He never let fear stop the action. He'd learned that the terror vanished the moment the bell rang, so his entire psychology became about getting to that bell, doing whatever it took to survive the waiting. The loss to Spinks broke something because it meant the waiting wasn't over. He'd have to feel all of it again. Harold Smith was staying as a guest in Ali's Chicago home that night. Around 2 in the morning, he heard movement downstairs. He went to check. Ali was putting on running clothes, talking to himself. Gotta get my title back. Smith tried to reason with him. No fighter runs the night after a fight. No one runs at 2 in the morning in February. Your body needs rest. Your mind needs rest. Ali didn't hear him. His eyes were somewhere else entirely. Smith grabbed his keys and followed in the car, and what he saw over the next hour would stay with him for life. Ali ran down the empty highway, punching at shadows, shouting the same phrase until his voice cracked. Cars didn't pass. The road was deserted, just headlights and one man at war with the night. Then he pulled off under a streetlight, one cone of yellow light in miles of darkness, and began to shadowbox, hands blazing, faster than Smith had seen in years, sweat running despite the cold, his breath visible in the freezing air, fists cutting through it. Gotta get my title back. Gotta get my title back. Smith sat in the car, engine idling, afraid to interrupt, afraid Ali was losing his mind. And maybe he was, but maybe losing your mind is the only way to get it back. Ali kept throwing punches until he physically couldn't stand. Then he stopped, bent over, hands on knees, gasping in the cold. Nearly an hour had passed. When he finally got in the car, he didn't explain. He didn't need to. The decision had been made somewhere in that hour of darkness. Here's the part nobody talks about, the sentence you repeat to yourself before the hard moment. Ali's was crude, 6 words screamed into the night, but it worked because he said it until his body believed it. Affirmations.app is a short daily practice for shaping that sentence on purpose. Try it for a few days and watch what your mind reaches for under pressure. Link in the description. What followed was the most brutal training camp of Ali's career. He was 36 years old, his legs were slower, his reflexes had dimmed. The doctors had already warned him about kidney damage after the Shavers fight. His personal physician had quit, refusing to watch what was coming. But for the next 7 months, he pushed himself harder than ever before in his life. Every morning before breakfast, 3 to 5 miles, then hours of ring exercises designed to break him down. His trainer, Luis Saria, led him through routines that left him gasping. He sparred over 200 rounds, more than he had in years, taking punches to prepare his body for punishment it could no longer easily absorb. "All my life, I knew the day would come when I'd have to kill myself," he told a reporter before the rematch. "I always dreaded it, and now it's here. I've never suffered like I'm forcing myself to suffer now." He spoke about the pain constantly. His body hurt everywhere. He hated every minute. But he also said something else. "I don't want to lose and spend the rest of my life looking back saying, 'Damn, I should have trained harder.'" That was the psychology that drove the 2 a.m. run. Not confidence, not belief he would win, fear of regret, the terror of knowing you had more and didn't use it. September 15th, 1978, New Orleans Superdome. 63,000 people packed the arena, the largest indoor fight attendance in history. Millions more watched worldwide. Leon Spinks had spent his 7 months as champion partying. He trained maybe 10 days total. Ali had spent his 7 months in controlled suffering. The fight itself was slow, technical. Ali jabbed, tied Spinks up in clinches, controlled distance. It wasn't beautiful, it was effective. When the final bell rang, all 3 judges scored it for Ali. At 36 years old, Muhammad Ali became the first man in history to win the heavyweight championship 3 times. In the ring afterward, he said something that only made sense if you knew about the 2 a.m. run. "Every morning when I wake up, for the rest of my life, whether the sun is shining or it's raining or snowing, I'll be 3-time heavyweight champion of the world." That's worth taking some pain and hurt. The 2 a.m. run lasted about an hour. No cameras, no crowd, just one man under a streetlight fighting shadows until he couldn't lift his arms. Most people would call that madness, but Ali understood something most people don't. The worst moment of your life is also a decision point. You can let the story end there, accept the loss, mourn what you were, and move on. Or you can start running in the dark until your body catches up with what your mind already decided. He didn't wait for morning. He didn't wait to feel ready. He didn't wait for anyone's permission. He started the comeback at 2 a.m., alone, in the cold, screaming 6 words until they became true. That's what separates the great from everyone else. Not talent, not confidence, the willingness to go to war with yourself when no one is watching.